Welcome back to Matrix Wars for our weekly SpongeBob SquarePants episode analysis. Today we're looking at the episode Jellyfishing. This is an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants that deals with a universal theme that does not just extend to those of a younger demographic, but also to those within their adult years. What is that lesson, you might ask? Well, it's the concept of what you get, what's coming to you. Or you reap what you sow, you get what you know, or karma. On this episode of SpongeBob Analysis, follow me Matrix Wars as we look at the themes and lessons of jellyfishing. Now, at the beginning of the episode, we see SpongeBob and Patrick getting ready to go jellyfishing. Now, think about this. This is the first time that we are introduced to the activity of what jellyfishing is. And the way that they introduce us to it is that they place extremely hardcore metal music before playing harps as they go about the actual act of jellyfishing. Now, not only is this a good comedic moment, it's also funny that they show just how serious SpongeBob and Patrick take this recreational activity. Anyhow, we get to a part where SpongeBob invites Squidward to come along on their jellyfishing gig, and Squidward, as he always does, comes at them with extreme sarcasm and mocks them behind their back. During his mocking, he runs into a jellyfish, the very thing he said that he was not able to do with them at the moment. It gets stuck in his mouth and ends up stinging him to the point that he falls off the edge of a cliff and explodes. Or at least breaks all of his bones. See? Karma. He refused to do something, and not just that, but he made fun of them to their face and behind their back. This teaches younger viewers that it is not right to make fun of people no matter what the reason, even if you really don't like them. Because more often than not, you get stabbed in the back by the very thing that you were deriding. We are then shown SpongeBob and Patrick waiting for Squidward to come back from the hospital. When he arrives all covered up in bandages, he is surprised to see the two best friends awaiting him to celebrate and give him the best day ever. This definitely is something that it teaches younger people and returning older adults something about life. Even when people treat you like you're nothing, even when they mock and deride you, for you to shrug it off and just try to be nice back. Now, if the person that was being shown this kindness never showed it back, then that might be a different story, but as we see in the cartoon and future episodes, that there are several instances in which Squidward will actually feel genuinely sorry about something that he has done to SpongeBob, or just treat SpongeBob with kindness because deep down inside, he's a nice guy. But the most ironic thing is that, as they are trying to do things in order for his best day ever to be the best day ever, SpongeBob and Patrick decide that the thing that will absolutely make it best would be to take him jellyfishing. Yes, the thing that he was running away from, that he mocked, that he got hurt from, now he is forced to go through the act of it. This is true irony. Yes, Squidward tries to leave on a couple occasions throughout the jellyfishing fiasco, and yes, he does get hurt by Patrick. Yet, it is the main point that is truly hysterical.
Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. That ought to do it.
Near the end of the jellyfishing trip, Squidward traps a specimen as if it were against the body of a huge jellyfish, which awakens and only hurts Squidward even more than he had been before. It's not until this does SpongeBob and Patrick realize what they have done. When Squidward comes back home the following day, SpongeBob and Patrick ask for forgiveness for what happened. They give him a present, which is the same jellyfish that he had tried to catch. The irony, once again, is that Squidward never learned his lesson to begin with. He releases the jellyfish and lets it sting both of them repeatedly as they run off into the distance. Yet, he is greeted once again with the giant jellyfish that had stung him before. Stinging him once again, it brings the episode back full circle, with Squidward mocking SpongeBob and Patrick only for him to end up getting hurt by the very thing that he was trying to avoid. So what are the lessons for people when watching this episode? Is that you get what's coming to you. And if someone is mean to you, your automatic response should not be to be mean back, but rather to show kindness in the face of contempt.